Hey, welcome to Adventures with Peps. This week's quick and dirty paint scheme is going to be all about the Ryza Forgeworld for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Kick things off with the orc skin from the army speed paint. I use this mainly for the eyes on all the models. I just wanted a little pop of colour that I felt would bounce off well against the orange, and green seemed to fit that bill. These figures come from the Imperium magazine, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to collect a full army. I'm just going to do what comes in the magazine. Up next we have the Sand Golem, which we're going to use on the trousers. And the reason is, this isn't an army that actually interests me in the 40k fiction. I get why people want to play them and collect them, but they're not for me. So I'm just trying to pick a scheme that I found catching. I'll somehow work it into the Badab War. But ultimately, whatever comes in the magazine, that is going to be the entirety of the army. I am wondering if I can use them in a Gene Stealer cult. I know one of the forces is Mechanicus themed there. And we are swiftly moving through the steps. Runic Grey, I use this for all the metallic-y areas. This is because I don't want to use metallic paints. I'm trying to stick purely to these speed paints to show what they can do. So I have to get the face mask, I have to get the breather mask, his chest piece, any armor plates, his bionic arms. And in this case, I think I also hit up the pistol and the power more. And then for the keen-eyed, in the background you will see the rest of the squad getting painted along at the same time. And already I'm liking the look of it. Looks very eye-catching. Now we hit up the Fire Giant Orange. This is the bulk of the model now. Anything cloth is getting hit with that orange. Yeah, I don't really know much about this force beyond what I've read in like the Black Library novels, and they just don't stand out for me. Cybernetic warriors, they build the machines, they go to war now and again. 1,000 points sitting on my shelf for a random game every now and again. That works for me, but I don't feel like I need to go to town for it. And there you go. This is pretty much done. Tabletop ready. You got 3 colours on. But I'm going to do a few more stages. You get the idea. This is really quick. Like, I think I did the whole squad in about an hour and a half. We move into the Grim Black. For this, I just use it on his pipings. He's got these weird data cords dangling off him. And then there's also some cabling on his backpack that I catch with this. I just don't know about this force. Like, to paint them all is not going to be a huge joy for me, sadly. But I hope you enjoy. And I hope you give me a like, subscribe and all that good stuff. We will be painting a Magus at some point, because I know he's coming along in one of the magazines, and a few of the tracked units with the heavier weapons. Here you can see me grabbing the Slaughter Red paint. I use that for the purity seals, along with some pallid flesh for the actual paper parchment. So yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this army. I would have loved to have got more Space Marines rather than Mechanicus. I know it's probably more a case of Games Workshop trying to shift some older kits, or to try and convince people that this is an army they should collect, but yeah. Robot men in the far future doesn't excite me. Maybe I'll change my mind. There's a lot of units coming. I do like the Electro Priests. I'll throw that out there straight away. they look interesting. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward and simple paint scheme. You could take it further. I assume you could do a huge amount of cog shaped devices on the cloaks. In the picture example that I was looking at, you can see he has a little skull number. His chest plate could have been a bit fancier than just black on it, but yeah, I didn't want to spend too much time on them, to be honest. I want them to look fairly decent from 3 foot away, but after that I'm happy doing the basics, which is what this quick and dirty video is all about. So I was trying to work out how to fit these into the Badab War. There is mention of a Mechanicus fleet involved within the war, but the only person I've managed to find mention of was the Magos themselves. That doesn't really help me work out what they would have looked like, because beyond that one sentence there's not a lot else about them. So Mechanicus Magos Invigilus, that's all I can tell you. Here we go, we're on to the blue. Magic Blue by the Army Speed Paint. I just used this to lighten up a few of the eyepieces, gems, electrical components, whatever you wish to call them. Just adds an extra pop of colour that I really felt this needed. I was looking at it and I was really worried that they've blended too much into my urban base. I really didn't want to use actual metallic paint because I'm not a fan of them. But the more I looked at it, the more I started getting happy again. It seems to work, and there we go, that was the final stage. Like I said, it was really quick, it was really dirty. I was shocked actually, I got all 10 done in like probably an hour 20 at most, and I was filming at the same time. Super quick, super easy. You can see that I didn't really even bother to clean up mold lines. But from a distance they look great. I'm quite happy. I hope this scheme goes well onto other figures. We'll see. Magos HQ will be an interesting one to test it out on. And I guess the track 2 units I may have to pull out the metallic paint just to help break it up, because they look like they have some very large flat areas that are going to need some detailing picked out on for sure. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope this has inspired you to pick up a paintbrush and just get paint on models. And hey, Army Painter, if you're watching, give me a subscribe, send me some paints. Until next time, cheers for watching.